My dad, Art Thompson, was an honest person. He loved his clients, he loved his community, his church, businesses, just like to help people. After Dad joined Emeritus, I came on board in 1991. Dad is really good at talking to people about life insurance and disability insurance. I was really good at talking about investments and retirement planning, and it was just a good fit, made a good team. When I got involved in the ownership part of it, we started looking at the finances, and we were not our own general agent. And so we went to Emeritus, and they helped us get our own general agency. We did put in place a buy-sell agreement, and we funded it with life insurance. As partners came in, we just amended that buy-sell agreement.
One of the things that attracted me to this organization was the character that Art had, the integrity, the honesty, the hard work, and his commitment to his clients with the firm. I agreed to join Art's firm on a part-time basis while I did consulting with communities around Maine with economic development. I followed Art all over the state of Maine in his car and learned stories back to 1962 all the way up until the current time. And it was an invaluable lesson for me to get that brain dump from Art. And I got so busy with my business with Art that I gave up my consulting practice, joined the firm, and then purchased the business 2 years after I joined it. When I bought the company, I said to Art, my goal is to make sure that this company is sustainable. So I may not do things exactly like you did, but when I grow the company, it's going to have the same principles that you did, and I promise you that I will continue that. And when it comes time for me to create a succession plan for myself, I will pick a person that will also have that same commitment, because I want that Art's legacy to build on into the future.
We have generational clients here. I would always receive newspaper clippings in the mail from times when I made the newspaper, and it would have a little note, "Great job from Art." That's all a part of that personal touch in this business. So when I was looking to make a career change, I always had a desire to do something in finance. I love the relationship piece about this business, and I immediately reached out to Art, his son Jay, and Brian Hamill, who were all the owners at the time. My first role when I started, really they wanted me to drive around with Art and visit clients. And they said, go with Art, he'll be your mentor. I spent 3 wonderful years in the beginning working with him, but after several years, I could see the potential. So I started asking about ownership, and they were very open about bringing me into the partnership.
I said, you know, running a business is difficult. You not only have your issues with clients, but you also have a number of employees you have to deal with, and you have to have a strategic plan to make sure that your company is going to be sustainable in the future. He proved to me that he was committed to that, and so I agreed to start selling him shares as part of my succession plan, which led to the full sale of the company. But with the understanding that I wasn't going anywhere, because I love what I do, I love working with my clients.
When I was looking at buying this practice and I asked Art for his help, the first thing he said was, you need to talk to Emeritus. He connected me with the right leadership at Emeritus to kind of share the story on what I wanted to do. They were behind me from the beginning to help transfer this general agency that's been around for many, many years to me and the next generation. I also utilized the connection through Emeritus to do valuation on the company as well, just to kind of have an outside third party come in and say, for me specifically, you know, what am I purchasing? What's the value of this company? And does it line up with what we've been doing all along for evaluation? I picked up new responsibilities, new leadership roles. And as I worked into those and then worked into buying more ownership, I had greater responsibility, but I was already with my team. They already expected that to happen. Was at the forefront with all of our clients. We were talking about it in all of our meetings when we did reviews, and it was in our newsletters as well to communicate. Our clients and staff, they were very appreciative of the planning that we had done.
My dad's legacy is that we as a team are carrying on what he was doing throughout his whole life.
And he demonstrated the importance of having a succession plan. Because there were many companies in the financial service business that don't do that kind of planning, and something happens to the owner. It means a lot personally for me for this company to continue into the future. That was my promise to Art when I bought the business.
I think what's so fulfilling to me is building a team, and building a team that cares just as much as I do and just as much as the past owners do about the clients. My vision for this practice and taking it into the future is growth, and part of that growth is by touching more clients' lives and bringing more people into this practice to do this great job and be able to work with these clients. I think it was very fulfilling for Art to see everything that he built live on into the future.